Who's your twin soul?
Oh, my twin soul. A really incredible dude. He makes me feel like I am unique and loved beyond anything in my whole life I've ever felt. He's not judgmental, and he shows me what it's like to be of equal feminine to his masculine. He doesn't even have the stuff that has pushed society and bent society over millennia to thinking that women are not equal to men. And so it's an incredible feeling to be in the energy space where he's allowing me to learn to be equal by the mere fact that he demands and shows me equality. When I first met him, I thought he was way up there and I was just this little gidget trying to learn about being spiritual. And yet he would say something to me and he would listen to what I said with his entire self. And when I would speak, he would value what I was saying. And it shocked me because I was so used to people's eyes glazing over, particularly males' eyes. And he would insist that I had value in what I had to say, no matter what topic we were talking about. So that's part of what it feels like to be with my partner.
What's the purpose of Divine Duet?
Divine Duet is about returning to your completion partner, finding your partner, rebuilding your energy to the point where you can hear the call of your partner, and then learning how to reach out to your partner and draw him into a physical essence and help him go through what he needs to do to move from a spiritual level into a physical level.
Why do women, the feminine, lead this task?
The feminine ray is coming back into Earth at this time. And a lot of us are saying, oh, wow, isn't that really great? What does it mean? Ho-hum. On the other hand, it's making a lot of ripples in the ocean of culture everywhere, so that we're beginning to look at the spiritual connection, which is the feminine power. We're beginning to look at the humanity and the heartfulness of the way that we're dealing with people. Okay, period. That's the feminine ray. What is the importance of the feminine in terms of completion partners or twin souls is that unlike the Sleeping Beauty where the prince awakens her with a kiss, it's our job to awaken ourselves and then in return awaken the prince, awaken our completion partner. That said, I have to go backwards and say they got the story half right, because he does whisper in our ear. Your completion partner is talking to you from the non-physical level all the time. But if we're not raising our energy high enough, we can't hear, which explains why we get messages in stones and leaves and other people talking to us and giving us messages from our partner. Put a period there. Okay. But it's the female now that leads the process of returning to wholeness by coming back together with our masculine side outside of ourselves. This is not an internal process. It's clearly an external process where we actually do come together with the other energetic part of ourselves. That said, you can't go out and buy them in the store if you don't have them inside of you in the first place. You have a left brain and a right brain. You have your own inner masculine, your own inner feminine. And women, just like men, have to rebalance themselves and regrow our masculine abilities if we've only been allowed to be feminine and do the wash, look after the kids, do the groceries and the chores. So once we rebuild ourselves and you get your masculine and your feminine self together, you activate a process. You activate a DNA in you that immediately reaches out, that immediately begins the completion partner process. So once you as a female, as a woman, pull yourself together, you awaken, you open to your energies, you then begin the process of completion partner reintegration, bringing him out of the spirit into a physical essence, and then ultimately coming together and doing the work that you agreed you were going to do when you came here in the first place. Divine Duet is also a safe house for people like us who are drawn, who have no choice. Since you were a kid, you knew that you were talking to somebody from the other side. You had a partner out there. You've somehow always known it and always been walking around looking behind every tree to see if he's there. Because so many of the experiences with looking for our partner are very different and new and spiritual, which is, by the way, different and new apparently. At this time in culture, it's designed to be a safe place where people can come and share what's going on in their life, their own feeling of the call of their partner, learn from the others how they're working on it. We have workshops, we have radio programs, we have teleconferences, and personal consulting to help people who are aware and hearing the pull, feeling the pull, hearing the message. Maybe you're not hearing it, but you're feeling the pull to move forward to the completion partner. Twin soul reconnection. It's important because of the changes that are happening on Earth. And this is the time now when many of the first stage guides are being asked to complete with their completion partners, with their soul, twin souls. So in that way, the feminine voice, Mrs. God, Empress of the Universe, is saying, it's time now, ladies, light up. Bring these dudes into the physical so that you can be doing what it is you came here to do, which is to help in the earth and in the human evolution to the next higher stage. And it's such an exciting time, but it's also a really new process. We've forgotten, we buried it years ago. We have only a memory of it through tantric sex, where the male and female come together and recreate the oneness of themselves. It's there, but it was an individual experience that once every so often took place, and now we're asking a lot of women to come back together and move into completion with their partners.